the sidelines with this fight. I think the other thing is important to recognize is this is not just about a commemoration. This is not just a moment of folks being off and being paid and a holiday. There is more work to be done. There is more work to be done. And Black Voters Matter got a story to tell. 60 years ago, 60 years ago, the Freedom Riders took a stance, put their lives on the line, and traveled throughout the entire Southeast promoting the importance of black people having the right to vote. That fight still takes place today because across the Southeast and many other parts of America, right now in state houses, down in the legislators, they're making laws to restrict black people from voting. And there is still a fight 60 years later that we must be involved in. None of us have the luxury to sit on the sidelines. None of us have the luxury to think we can just vote every 4 years and not make sure others come along and vote right with us. And so, thank you for the work y'all are doing. These people y'all see on the stage behind me are in the work, in the trenches, and we appreciate y'all. This is the last note I'll close on. There are a couple people that are gonna speak behind me, and my job is to warm it up for them. But they're gonna give y'all what y'all need, which is the real business of this fight, of this movement. So enjoy Birmingham and have a good time and be safe. Thank you.
Thank you much. So that is your official greeting from the mayor of the city of Birmingham right here in Alabama. Okay? All right. Stay focused, stay locked. Coming to the stage right now with a special poem and presentation is Miss Ashley Jones. Y'all let Ashley on through there. Give her a round of applause. Make some Birmingham noise.
Thank you. Hey, everybody. Happy Juneteenth. My name is Ashley. I'm going to read y'all 2 poems from my forthcoming book, Reparations Now, because that's what we need right now. This first poem is a response to this idea that I encountered as I traveled across the country reading poetry. People would say to me, oh, you're from Alabama? That's where racism is. There's no more racism anywhere else. And I'm like, I don't know if you live in the same country as me, because it's everywhere. Every single state of our country. So this poem is called All Y'all Really from Alabama. This here, the cradle of this here nation. Everywhere you look, roots run right back south. Every vein filled with red dirt, blood, cotton. We the dirty words you spit out your mouth. Mason-Dixon is an imagined line. You can theorize it or wish it real, but it's the same old ghost, see-through, benign. All y'all from Alabama. We the wheel turning cotton to make the nation move. We the scapegoat in a land built from death. No longitude or latitude disproves the truth of Founding Fathers' sacred oath. We hold these truths like dark snuff in our jaw. Black oppression's not happenstance, it's law. Thank you. Thank you for the snap right there. Thank you. The last poem I'll read to y'all is about black women who built this whole nation as we know and are still building the nation, and so this is for them. I cannot talk about the South without talking about black women. My grandmothers made America, made the fibers that made us warm, made us invincible, heroines. To tell you who they are, I must start with who they are not. Servants, kitchen-bound mammies, silently obedient wives. We can't, in our modern comforts, imagine the survival they learned was theirs to claim. Can't hold the light they burned through this colonial darkness. What tricks this nation, this American South pulled, minute by minute, to keep my grandmothers convinced. The body you're in is not enough. Your race and your gender work together to mark you less, mark you takeable. But what they didn't know was that my grandmothers still had an unmovable strength, enough to build a bridge from here to heaven. I know when I leave this broken earth, I'll find them there, sweetening every hour. My grandmothers raised a generation of American men. There is no other way to say this. Look at any Southern family and you'll find somewhere, in a past most will not claim, a black woman. These men who call themselves bootstrapping and self-made, somewhere there's a black woman and her unthanked hands who lifted them to where they are now. My father tells a story of the sons of his grandmother's employers, how they, instead of the pension she was promised, decided to give her a damn old tire, an old suitcase, dusty in the yard. What thanks is this for the years she raised that family, for the care they cannot forget. My father never could forgive those men, their Southern tradition, their American tradition. Even now, they tell us black women are going to save this whole nation with votes or magic or our style taken and renamed. But this is no longer the land of masses and mammies, and we are only superheroines for our own daughters and sons. My grandmothers did not give their lives for me to keep nursing this country, to keep shucking and jiving in a bizarro American dream. My grandmothers are worth more than this corrupt remembering. Now there is no room for the Dixieland lie. We no longer hold these truths you made us accept. Under God, yes, we hear him singing a song of powerful love despite the united hate of America. Grandmothers, women made of salt and spirit, you are faith continuous. Continue us. Raise us to be heroes and heroines, to tell this country that we are not mules, not beasts. You, an army of workers and wives, we hid our fears and woes in your indestructible, ever-present ladiness. The blood you pass down to us is all we will ever need to save our lives. Thank y'all.
All right, Miss Ashley, thank you for those messages. Like, those are her own thoughts about Alabama and about what's happening and what has happened. When people speak like that, we need to listen. We need to listen. Hey, friend. Yeah, like, this is so special. This is a really special moment because a lot of us are connected. All of us are connected. But in this city, we be connected in a way that's, like, really different. We live by each other honestly. We go to church together. We went to school together. We pick up each other's kids from school. Then we vote each other into these positions to represent us on higher levels. That's how it happens. So right now, right here in front of us is, go on park it, boo. Go on park that thing. Commissioner Sheila Tyson, y'all make some noise.
Hello, hello, and happy Juneteenth. And it's such a pleasure to actually come behind my mayor, Randall Woodfin. And I couldn't put it in better words. The city is on the move. The county is on the move. I feel so good in the position that I am in as a black woman. Black women are moving things we always have. Never got the credit. Never looked for the credit because we have had to take care of our families, community through hard times since they came over there and snatched us up from our land. We build this country. Everyone is standing on our shoulders. We had to feed the slave masters' children from our breast milk. we had to do things that we didn't want to do in the bedroom to stop them from killing our husbands and our men and our children. But everybody want to tiptoe around racism. It still exists. Alabama is the king of it. Don't nobody want to talk about it. Let's leave it in the past. Damn the past. Let's talk about it because they trying to repeat it. But we have a cure. You think they had something for corona? We got something for racism. Black women, we're going to band together along with our light-skinned sisters, Caucasian, Latino, any race it is, you can find it in black folks. They have kept us divided for centuries because they knew we were the answer. Black women was the answer to the problem that lies in this country. I said stand up. I said stand up. I said stand up, black women. Protect our families. Protect our husbands. They are killing us by the dozens. And they expect for us to accept it. We need to holler to the mountains. We need to talk to the preachers. We need to talk to the public officials and the ones that don't want to listen. We need to get their ass up out them seats. Until we band together strong and not stand for nothing, if it ain't going to benefit us, it's got to benefit us. We hold the power. I felt so good in that caravan. You would have thought President Obama was coming in the state. Them black women, boy, Emily, Arnay, Black Women Round Table, we had the Exes block. Oh, we came in here deep. Got the president of Bessemer City Council riding deep. I'm telling you. Get ready. Country, get ready. We coming. We shutting it down. We are going to shut it down. And I want to be a part of it. I want to make sure my grandkids are not judged by the color of their skin, but the content of their character. I want to make sure your grandkids have a fair opportunity to vote. How you going to pass curbside voting and there ain't a damn such thing as curbside voting? I guess they said, I think you thought about it. We're going to stop it before you think about it. But we're going to get rid of them. We're going to get rid of them. We're going to get with our white sisters and we're going to move them. Get some of these racist white old men out of office. And we're going to band together and we're going to make a difference. I said vote now, vote later, vote in the future, vote them out. Vote them out. Vote them out. Come on. Vote them out. Vote them out. Vote them out.
The commissioner. All right, y'all, let's keep this thing going. Keep these notes. Take notes so you can know what's going on and who you're listening to and what they're saying and what your call to action shall be. Coming to the stage right now, y'all, we have some people who have put their brains together to bring something phenomenal. And that's all I'm going to say. They shall tell you the rest. Come on up here, Cliff and LaTasha. All right, just Cliff. Come on, Cliff. Y'all put your hands together.
What's going on, Birmingham? How y'all doing? What's going on? My name is Cliff. I'm co-founder, executive director of Black Voters Matter. We are here on what we call the Blackest Bus in America. and we are doing a Freedom Ride. And we're going to tell you a little bit more about that Freedom Ride, but the long story short is that we going, y'all know about the original Freedom Rides back in 1961, right? Y'all know that there was a group of people that was trying to go from D.C. and come down to the South, and y'all know about some of the things that happened to them. We'll talk about that in just a second, but what we decided to do 60 years later was to take that Freedom Ride and go reverse, and to take it from the South and go up to D.C., because you know what? Because the South got something to say. So we're going to talk a little bit about that, but before we talk more about the Freedom Ride, what we want to do is mention, because when we put out that call last month, we put out a call across the country, and we got dozens of national organizations that have joined in and dozens of local groups that have joined in. But there's one group in particular that we want to highlight, because when we put out the call, they started rounding up buses. And they got about 20-something buses that are going on the way to D.C., including one that's going the entire route with us. And so I want to bring up my friends from Unite Here, the labor union, Unite Here. Y'all give it up for Sister Amalia and Greg. They're going to talk a little bit about what they've been doing. Thank y'all.
Yeah, what's poppin', Alabama? We are the powerhouse of Hospitality Workers Union, and we are here today to support all of our brothers and sisters in this fight. We have community members all the way from New Orleans, members from New Jersey and New York who came all the way down here, because we know that a lot of us are just trying to fight and survive in this country, in America, that does not represent all of us, right? So we're here today to shout all of you guys out and get this movement going, right? I know a lot of the times for my youngins, we feel like we have to start the movement, but I'm here to tell you that there has been a movement already started for all of us to join, to get involved, right? There is blood in America, right? And we are here to stop the oppression that we continue to get every single day, right? It's been 156 years, right? And today, on June 19th, 2021, the government decided to make Juneteenth a federal holiday, right? But as Beth said from one of our strongest Black leaders, Bertie Palmer, Juneteenth is just an acknowledgement, right? This is not where the fight begins. It's not where the fight ends. It's where the fight continues. Right? Acknowledging what we have gone through as Black people in this country is going to continue. So I'm here to say that our union is here to fight. In 2020, we knew what was at stake. We knew that we needed to get Donald Trump out of office, and the only way we were going to do that is by getting our Black people out to vote. It is the Black vote that made us win, that got President Biden elected. It is the Black vote that got John Ossoff and Raphael Warnock elected, and it is the Black vote that continues to use the democratic process until the end. It is the Black people who are going to continue to unify and get the job done. So I'm here to let all of you know that we are in this fight with you. We are here to empower you. We love you, and it is important to take care of yourself and love yourself, because we cannot do this if we are not united as a community. So thank you, thank you. A lot of my quotes today come from Aja Monet. She's an activist fighting for equality and justice. So again, for my youngins, I know it may seem like we're in this battle. We don't know where to start. We don't know where we're going, but there has been a movement waiting for you since the day you were born, and we are going to continue that. So thank you, and welcome, welcome, welcome to the movement.
All right, y'all give it up again. Unite Here. Please give it up for them.
How y'all doing? What's up, family? Listen, this is home for me. I'm an Alabama girl. Bama in the house. I see my best friend from high school, Khaled. Selma in the house, too. But I wanted to start in this space right now, y'all. So happy to see you all. We are standing on sacred ground. We are standing on sacred ground right in this spot, right? When we talking about voting rights, y'all, our people put themselves in the line of danger where they were sicked on by dogs, that they were beaten. Right here at this church, there were 4 children that lost their lives. When we talk about holy ground, go look at where you're surrounded by, right? And where it happened, right here, we're literally going to stand in the space to remember our folks. I just want to take it's on my spirit right now. Just take a moment of silence. And just think about where you are right now, where you standing right now. Y'all, we're standing in the place where our folk that had far less than we have, that our folks had far less opportunity, put their lives on the line to fight for the right to vote. So what we gonna do? Are we gonna fight? Are we gonna fight? Ain't gonna let nobody turn me around, turn me around, turn me around. Ain't gonna let nobody turn me around. I'm gonna keep on the walk. Yeah. Yeah. Up to freedom's land. Amen. So I'm going to say this, and I'll turn it over to my brother Cliff. This is really important in this moment right now. We're in one of the biggest fights of our lifetime around protecting the right to vote, y'all. This ain't the moment for us to say, well, what we can or can't. You come from a people that have always had hope and always were resilient enough and resistant enough to know that our freedom ain't up for negotiation. And so in that spirit, we're going on the Freedom Ride. We're leaving here tomorrow, going to Nashville. We're going all the way up to D.C. Y'all come on, hang out with us in D.C., right? Because the South got something to say. So we're going to be in D.C. on next Saturday. We're going throughout the South, Atlanta. We're going to Charleston. We're going to Columbia. We're going to Raleigh because we're connecting with our folks because this is our moment. There are a couple of things that we need to make sure that we're supporting. We got to support the For the People Act. Say For the People Act. For the People Act. We're also going to support the John Lewis Vote Advancement Act. John Lewis Vote Advancement Act. And there are things that you can do right here in Alabama, y'all. You can text us right now. Take your phones out. Come on, we're going to tell you how to rebuild the movements today. Take your phone out. Now you can text Freedom Ride to 797979. Text Freedom Ride to 7979. What I'm going to do, I'm going to turn it over to my brother. He's going to tell us what we got to do, what our marching orders, what we need to do, Cliff. What we need to do. All right.
All right. Give it up for Latasha. So there's a couple of things we need to do, y'all. First of all, we got to learn more about these acts, right? Because it's one thing for us to know John Lewis Act or the For the People Act, but we got to know what's in these things and why it's so important. And so we don't have time to do it on the stage here today, but we got folks out here. We got us. We got Barbara Arnwine over there and Brother Darrell over there from Transformative Justice Coalition. We can break down all the ins and outs about why these laws are so important. But the big picture, y'all, is this. We got folks trying to take away our voting rights, and we not letting them have it. And we sure as heck ain't going to let them take away rights as we celebrate Juneteenth, right? And so you got to text what Latasha said. You got to text Freedom Ride to 797979. When you get a message back to you, go on and forward that to 5 friends. Go on and forward that to 5 family members, right? Because one of the things we're trying to tell everybody is that everybody's an organizer. Everybody's a freedom rider. We all got a role to play in this process. We don't have to be experts necessarily, but we can all tell a friend about something. We can all tweet something. We could do social media. We could all ride along. You heard Commissioner talking about the caravan. You can join in the caravan, right? You can get with one of our partner organizations. You can get with Commissioner Tyson. You can get with some of the other Birmingham groups that we work with and find out how you can get involved. Find out how you can get to D.C. on the 26th. That's next Saturday, right? Because, again, everybody's a freedom rider. Because at the end of the day, we're doing this. We call it a freedom ride for a couple of reasons. And one of them is because there's a lot of people that don't know this history. There's a lot of people that don't know the history of Kelly Ingram Park, right? There's a lot of people, even if they've seen the images of the children and the dogs and the fire hoses, they don't really know that history. And so they don't really know the history. They've seen that bus somewhere, maybe, that bus from 1961 where they firebombed that Freedom Rider bus. Y'all seen those images. Y'all know what I'm talking about. They may have seen that, but they don't know the real story. And so part of the reason we're doing this Freedom Ride is to help lift up that history, to help tell those stories, because those Freedom Riders need to be acknowledged. And so we do it for that reason, but we also do it because in doing so, we all get inspired and ask the question, what am I doing today? Will I answer the call? Will everybody here answer the call the way our friends at Unite here answer the call when we put out the call for the Freedom Ride? We all got to ask ourselves, what am I going to do today? Because the movement ain't over, right? Y'all know the movement ain't over, right? We're not at the promised land yet, are we? right? And so if we're not at the promised land, then you got to ask yourself, what am I going to do to get us to the promised land? We all got a role to play. Now, there may come a day where we turn our backs on that history of what happened in that park. There may come a day when we turn our backs on the history of what happened to that church. But guess what? Today is not that day. There may come a day where the folks in Birmingham act like we don't have a fight to fight. But guess what? Today is not that day. There may come a day where the folks that have been trying to take away our voting rights are successful and they bring us back to slavery. But guess what? Today is not that day. And so all I need you to ask is, what is your role? And what are you going to do? And will you answer the call? I need everybody to say right now, repeat after me, say, I am a freedom rider. Say, fist up, I am a freedom rider. One more time, I am a freedom rider. Thank you, Birmingham. We love y'all. Thank y'all so much.
We do want to acknowledge a few people. There is one person in particular. I know y'all know her. You're going to speak to her. You're going to hear from her. But we got it. We are so proud. DeWanna Thompson, we're so proud of you, sister. The fact that you laid it out, but you have been on the front line as a young person organizing other young people. Literally now, you are the interim CEO over at the museum. Sister, we know you're going to take care of the history. So thank you, sister. And we want to lift our vote. Is it right? Lift our vote, the Black Women's Roundtable, SOS, Saving Ourselves Coalition, who else? Who is Friends of West End. I know it's a couple other folk I need to. What is it? Oh, that's right, Transform Alabama. Who? Tops. Oh yeah, the Ordinary People Society. They're my folks right there. There's so many. If I miss you, y'all know, just charge it to my head, not my heart, because I love y'all. Peace out, black voters. Black voters matter. When I say black voters, you say matter. Black voters, matter. Peace out, y'all.
That's what's up. The energy is good, so we're going to keep it going, y'all. Don't go nowhere. Don't start walking off. Y'all love to do that. We get right in the middle of what's going, it starts feeling good, and y'all start trying to go somewhere. Stay here. Be still. We've been praying for it not to rain all day, and now it's not raining, so we don't have to run. We can stand out, right? Right? Talk back to me, right? So don't go nowhere. Go get your friends and bring them back over here. We have a very special guest coming on really, really soon, and we need y'all to be here for him. You would hate to miss it, okay? But before any of that, we are right here in the middle of the Civil Rights District. This is the Birmingham Civil Rights Institute. And as Tasha just said, we have new leadership, young, fresh leadership, another sister to the community, somebody we've been knowing forever. She's the leader here. You hear me? The leader. And you have to have leaders that you can follow and leaders who will follow and people who serve and understand what they're doing. So I want you all to start clapping. Meow. Yeah, that means now, like clapping right now and making a lot of noise right now. Under that tent, y'all ain't clapping. I'm looking. Clapping. Screaming. All right. First up, we got Mr. Charles and Sister DeWanna. So I need you clapping together, okay? Everybody, clapping, noise. Look, you see him. Make the noise. Thank you. Amen. All right.
Hey, Birmingham, how you feeling? Listen, I know we've been out here all day, y'all, and it has blessed my soul because I told somebody we've been black all our life. No rain is going to stop us. Nothing coming against us is going to stop us. They just made Juneteenth a national holiday, and people been working for years to get that accomplished. So we are here today because of the fruit of so much labor that happened even before this year, right? I'm standing here because of what happened right there. I'm standing here because of what happened in that park. I'm standing here because of what happened in 2020. And you are standing here because your own legacy and the things that you're going to do to save our community. So we welcome you back to the Birmingham Civil Rights District. We welcome you back to the Birmingham Civil Rights Institute because we are back like we never left. So if you haven't been in partnership with us, come on board. If you haven't been able to find somebody to talk to, the doors are open. The doors of the church and the institute are back open. And so we're really excited for you to be here. The work that we're doing, we're all about the celebration. We're all about all the things that we've been doing, but we're also about teaching the stories and the strategies of how we get free. And so the person who is leading our education department is this brilliant brother right here next to me, Mr. Charles Woods, and I want to let him give you a few moments about what we do here at the Institute.
All right, thank you very much. How's everybody doing today? How's everybody doing? Happy Juneteenth. Happy Juneteenth. All right, I'm losing my voice because I use it a lot, but I just want to say that the Birmingham Civil Rights Institute was founded in 1992, and we continue to do dynamic programming for all of our community. So I ask that you all stay connected to our website, www.bcri.org. Pay attention to our virtual programming that we have coming up, and just stay connected to us because we're doing big things, we're doing great things, and we need all of your support. Do we have your support? Do we have your support? All right, thank y'all very much. Happy Juneteenth. Really quickly, though, I want to shout out our Legacy Youth Leadership Program. We got a couple alumni here. Our Legacy Youth Leadership Program is one of our flagship programs. It's a youth leadership and development program where they learn public speaking skills, they learn leadership skills, and they learn how to take us from 1956 all the way to infinity. They're going to take us into the future. So I just want to shout them out and make sure that all of our Legacy Youth Leadership members, I want to say thank you all today for helping out. Thank you for volunteering. I want to say thank you to all the volunteers, all of the partners, all of the vendors, everybody that came out today. Thank y'all. We need y'all. Stay connected to us, and happy Juneteenth.
So everybody, I know that you're thinking, how can we get any better than what we've already done? First of all, the fact that the blackest bus in the world, in the country, that came in here, y'all ought to be feeling real good about what we doing in Birmingham. My sister Latasha and my brother Cliff, I saw them put their lives and their bodies on the line for us. And so I know when they say they come and they bring in the truth, and they gonna come to the truth, because we gonna always support each other. But let me tell you, sometimes we need to be encouraged. Sometimes this thing is hard. And so our next special guest artist, this brother has soul all the way down to his toes. So don't go nowhere. He's going to be out here in about 10 minutes, but we're going to be giving away some wonderful things. But we want you to stay here and get your spirit rejuvenated with the sounds of Anthony David, who's coming up in a few more minutes, all right? We love y'all. We'll talk to you soon.
Yes, absolutely. All right, y'all, let's get. Okay, so we finally get to be outside. Are you all excited about being able to be out? And then I see that a lot of you are unmasked, so that means that you're protected. You're excited about that, right? You're right. We beat COVID. We just came through a whole pandemic. Y'all not excited about that? Okay, whatever. I'm talking to the wrong people. People in the back, y'all excited about that? Hey, guys, like, what's wrong with y'all? All right, so let's celebrate. I think for the purposes of what we're doing, I want y'all to come here. It ain't raining, so don't be scared. Come here. Everybody just come on in. Come here. Come on close. Come on close. Don't be ashamed and don't act shy. We about to do what we do when we get with our family, so come on in. What's up, sis? This is a family affair. Y'all stop playing. Don't nobody have to beg you to come to no family affair. Y'all just show up, right? You show up. Well, see, they over there. They over there. Okay? DJ Dolly. Y'all see this cute DJ? She turns up, though. We just look like this. We turn up, though. So we need y'all to do it with us. You ready? Y'all ready? And we got giveaways, so keep your hands open. Somebody earlier said if you close your hand, you don't get nothing and you don't give nothing. Okay. That's what they said. So keep your hands open. Here we go, here we go. Yeah, yeah. Here we go, here we go. Hey, here we go, here we go. So y'all just gonna stand